Leonardo da Vinci, the universal genius of the Renaissance. Leonardo da Vinci was born in 1452 in the small Tuscan town of Vinci. He was the illegitimate son of a wealthy Florentine notary and a peasant woman. His early life was spent in his father's home, where he was exposed to a world of books and learning. From a young age, Leonardo showed a remarkable talent for drawing and a keen interest in the natural world. His father, recognizing his son's artistic abilities, apprenticed him to the renowned Florentine artist Andrea del Verrocchio. In Verrocchio's workshop, Leonardo learned not only painting and sculpture, but also a wide range of other skills, including mechanics, carpentry, and metallurgy. He quickly surpassed his master, and it is said that Verrocchio was so impressed by Leonardo's talent that he vowed never to paint again. Leonardo's early works show his mastery of the techniques of the early Renaissance, but they also reveal his own unique style. He was particularly interested in the effects of light and shadow, and he developed a new technique called sfumato, which allowed him to create a soft, hazy quality in his paintings. One of his most famous early works is the Annunciation, which depicts the angel Gabriel announcing to the Virgin Mary that she will give birth to the Son of God. The painting is notable for its realistic depiction of the figures and its beautiful rendering of the landscape. In 1482, Leonardo left Florence for Milan to work for the powerful Sforza family. He spent 17 years in Milan, during which time he created some of his most famous works, including The Last Supper and The Virgin of the Rocks. The Last Supper is a massive fresco painted on the wall of a monastery dining hall. It depicts the moment when Jesus announces that one of his apostles will betray him. The painting is a masterpiece of psychological drama, with each of the apostles reacting in a different way to Jesus' words. The Virgin of the Rocks is a more intimate work, showing the Virgin Mary, the infant Jesus, and the young John the Baptist in a rocky grotto. The painting is a beautiful example of Leonardo's use of sfumato and his ability to create a sense of mystery and wonder. In addition to his work as a painter, Leonardo was also a prolific inventor and scientist. He filled thousands of pages of his notebooks with drawings and notes on a wide range of subjects, including anatomy, botany, geology, and engineering. He designed a number of flying machines, including a helicopter and a glider. He also designed a tank, a submarine, and a number of other military weapons. Many of his inventions were never built, but they demonstrate his incredible imagination and his deep understanding of scientific principles. Leonardo's anatomical studies were particularly groundbreaking. He dissected more than 30 human bodies, and his drawings of the human anatomy are still considered to be some of the most accurate ever made. He was the first person to accurately depict the human spine, the heart, and the reproductive organs. His anatomical studies had a profound impact on the development of medicine. Leonardo was also a keen observer of the natural world. He made detailed drawings of plants, animals, and landscapes. He was particularly interested in the flight of birds, and he spent many hours studying their movements. His studies of bird flight helped him to design his flying machines. In 1499, Leonardo left Milan after the French invaded the city. He spent the next few years traveling throughout Italy, working for a number of different patrons. In 1503, he returned to Florence, where he was commissioned to paint a mural in the Palazzo Vecchio. The mural, Ci seglie a nobis, was still thicker, which was to depict the Battle of Anghiari, was never completed, but the surviving drawings show that it would have been a masterpiece of military art. It was also during this time that Leonardo began to work on his most famous painting, the Mona Lisa. The Mona Lisa is a portrait of a Florentine woman named Lisa del Giocondo. The painting is famous for its enigmatic smile, which has been the subject of much speculation over the centuries. The Mona Lisa is a masterpiece of psychological portraiture, and it is considered to be one of the greatest paintings of all time. In 1516, Leonardo was invited to France by King Francis I. He spent the last 3 years of his life in France, where he was given the title of first painter, architect, and engineer to the king. He died in 1519 at the age of 67. Leonardo da Vinci was a true Renaissance man. He was a painter, sculptor, architect, musician, scientist, inventor, and writer. He was a man of insatiable curiosity, and he never stopped learning. He is considered to be one of the greatest geniuses of all time, and his work continues to inspire and fascinate people to this day. His legacy is immeasurable. He not only left behind a small number of priceless paintings, but also a vast collection of notebooks that reveal the inner workings of his mind. These notebooks, filled with his thoughts, sketches, and scientific diagrams, provide a unique window into the mind of a genius. They show a man who was constantly questioning, exploring, and seeking to understand the world around him. Leonardo's influence on art was profound. His use of sfumato and his understanding of human anatomy revolutionized the art of painting. He was one of the first artists to treat painting as a science, and he believed that a painter should have a deep understanding of the natural world. His ideas about art were influential for centuries after his death. His scientific studies were equally important. His work in anatomy, botany, and geology was far ahead of its time. He was a true pioneer of the scientific method, and his work helped to lay the foundation for the scientific revolution. Leonardo's inventions were also remarkable. While many of them were never built, they demonstrate his incredible foresight and his ability to think outside the box. His designs for flying machines, in particular, were centuries ahead of their time. Leonardo da Vinci was a man of many talents, but he was also a man of great contradictions. He was a pacifist who designed weapons of war. He was a vegetarian who dissected human bodies. He was a man of science who was also deeply religious. These contradictions make him all the more fascinating. He was a man who was driven by a desire to know and to understand. He wanted to know how the world worked, and he wanted to understand his place in it. He was a man who was not afraid to challenge conventional wisdom, and he was a man who was always pushing the boundaries of what was possible. Leonardo da Vinci was a true original. There has never been anyone quite like him, and there probably never will be again. He was a man who embodied the spirit of the Renaissance, and he was a man who changed the world. His life was a testament to the power of human curiosity. He showed us that it is possible to be both an artist and a scientist, a dreamer and a doer. He showed us that the human mind is capable of anything it can imagine. The world is a richer place because of Leonardo da Vinci. His work has inspired countless artists, scientists, and thinkers, and his legacy will continue to inspire generations to come. He was a man who saw the world in a different way. He saw the beauty in the smallest details, and he saw the interconnectedness of all things. He was a man who was in love with the world, and he wanted to share that love with others. Leonardo's life was not without its struggles. He was often misunderstood, and his work was not always appreciated. He was a man who was ahead of his time, and he paid the price for it. But he never gave up on his dreams. He continued to create, to explore, and to learn until the very end of his life. He was a man who lived his life to the fullest. He was a man who was not afraid to be different. He was a man who was true to himself. And that is perhaps his greatest legacy of all. He showed us that it is possible to live a life of passion, purpose, and creativity. He showed us that it is possible to be a true original. Leonardo da Vinci was more than just a genius. He was a force of nature. He was a man who changed the course of history. And he was a man who will never be forgotten. His name is synonymous with the Renaissance. He is the very embodiment of the term Renaissance man. He was a man who could do it all, and he did it all with a style and a grace that was all his own. His paintings are some of the most famous and beloved in the world. His Mona Lisa and The Last Supper are iconic works of art that have been reproduced countless times. But his other paintings are just as beautiful and just as important. His Virgin of the Rocks is a masterpiece of religious art. His Lady with an Ermine is a stunning portrait of a young woman. And his Saint, John the Baptist, is a powerful and enigmatic work. Each of his paintings is a world unto itself. They are filled with detail, with emotion, and with a sense of mystery that draws the viewer in. They are paintings that reward repeated viewings, and they are paintings that will continue to be studied and admired for centuries to come. But Leonardo was more than just a painter. He was a scientist, an inventor, and a thinker. His notebooks are a treasure trove of ideas and observations. They are a testament to his insatiable curiosity and his brilliant mind. In his notebooks, we see him grappling with the great questions of science and philosophy. We see him trying to understand the mysteries of the human body, the flight of birds, and the movement of water. We see him designing machines that were centuries ahead of their time. His notebooks are a reminder that the line between art and science is a blurry one. For Leonardo, they were two sides of the same coin. They were both ways of exploring and understanding the world. He was a man who was not afraid to get his hands dirty. He was a man who believed in the power of observation and experimentation. He was a man who was always learning, always growing, and always pushing the boundaries of what was known. Leonardo da Vinci was a true visionary. He was a man who saw the future, and he was a man who helped to create it. He was a man who showed us what it means to be human. And for that, we will be forever in his debt.